All right, let's have a chat about the C word, not the one that rhymes with blunt, of course. I'm talking about consistency. For the longest time, I've basically thought that meant never missing a day, keeping the streak alive. If you've seen any interviews or heard any business owners or entrepreneurs or even athletes or content creator gurus, everyone says consistency is the number one thing, right? Post daily, show up weekly, don't break the chain, keep the momentum alive. But as soon as you start to drift from that, or if you miss a day or two, it can become quite daunting. And for me in the past, it's actually been quite a hindrance in terms of my progress. And the idea of not having consistency, for me at least, feels like a form of failure, and that's not healthy at all. And I kind of just want to think about consistency a bit differently and just add more context to the conversation. So of course, having streaks is awesome. If you get a streak of 3 months, 6 months, 12 months of doing something either weekly or daily, or whatever your target is, that's a success, obviously. But as soon as you start to drift from that, it can feel like a failure. You can feel like you're starting from scratch again. All the momentum that you've built is just gone with the wind, and you have to start from scratch, start from day one and build it back up. That's not necessarily the case, I don't think. One of the problems is obviously listening to too many gurus and people online espousing their truths, and that's awesome. It's great to have encouragement and those sorts of things. And I know for me, in my experience, every time that I've missed an upload that I wanted to get up, that I wanted to keep going to keep that streak alive, every time I missed that, basically I had this small amount of shame that sort of builds and compounds. So as the momentum is dying, the shame kind of builds, and it just feels like way more significant than it actually is, because obviously rest and well-being and self-care is more important than maintaining a streak in any capacity. So I think we all have to ask ourselves, depending on our needs and circumstances and goals, what consistency really looks like. Does it allow for breaks? Does it mean you have to go gung-ho and do something every single day or every single week? Because I think kind of identifying and confirming what consistency is for each of our own needs, and that can be different for every one of the goals or projects we work on, right? I think identifying that is one of the key points. So for me in the past, if I had have done that, then I wouldn't have felt this sense of shame if I had missed the target. And it really is about a persistence game, not a consistency game, I think. If we start to zoom out, what really matters? Is it posting daily? Is it posting weekly? Or is it the ability to keep showing up and keep trying and being persistent even after the breaks have come, even after the momentum has stopped? And is it really a failure if you miss a day or two here and there? It might suck. You might beat yourself up about it. I know I do, but really it doesn't matter. And there's this quote by Einstein that I read recently, which is, you never fail until you stop trying. And I think that's more so what it's about. It's just about trying again and again. Obviously, you're going to have these micro failures. And I mean, everyone can put their own definition on what a failure is. If you stop trying, that's the true failure, right? So I think if we can zoom out, or at least I'm just talking to myself here. Obviously, if you're resonating with this, amazing. But if we can zoom out, that's more important, because effort isn't linear, right? It can go up and down according to energy and mood, or a dozen different variables, right? But if you can be consistent 9 out of 12 months of a year for 10 years straight, then that's consistent. It's all about timelines and timeframes and time horizons. So I think kind of just trying to think about things differently, as opposed to just trying to grind and punch the clock every day, every week, is not really the main thing. It's about persistence. And sometimes you need to regather your thoughts and your energy and take time to rest and get self-care or whatever it is, to come back stronger with more value, whether it's in whatever endeavor you're doing, right? I'm talking here to you more so in terms of business or content creation, but this can apply to anything, right? It's about persistence long term, as opposed to consistency and trying to maintain some streak that no one really cares about other than you. So really, I'm talking long game here. The long game is about self-compassion in a sense. Give yourself some grace. Take time off if you need to. You don't have to uphold some standard that some guru online has said, or something you've read in some self-help book. That's awesome, but there's no shame. And this is just me reiterating to myself mostly that there's no such a thing as failure until we completely stop trying, right? We build resolve from returning, not from being perfect. That's kind of the main takeaway. Keep going. Take a break if you need to. Who cares? You don't have to announce it. I know in the past, if I've taken a break, I had to do some declaration and announce it, but no one cares. Just take time off, come back stronger, come back healthier, come back happier, and just do your best. And obviously, take a break the next time the burnout happens or whatever else comes across your radar that means you need to kind of stop the streak. It's no big deal. No one cares. Care about yourself first and foremost. Drop a comment below if you've dealt with this issue of consistency and shame. It's something I've grappled with quite a lot, and I'm quite passionate about it. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next video.